Hey everybody, welcome to Hit Rewind. We're discussing the video games of the year 2000. I'm Michael and John's on the other side.
This is John.
Hello, Juan. I've been calling I have a coworker named John and I call him Juan or Johan or just whatever silliness that I can. So sorry, I had to do that.
No, no worries.
All right, video
No
games.
worries.
You got the legacy titles. I got the I guess non-legacy titles. What do you call them? The newer systems.
You got the new hotness. I got the old and busted.
All right, go ahead.
Okay, first let's do some of the little businessy things that happened. You got Microsoft acquiring Bungie, who is in the process of creating what's going to be one of the most beloved game series of all time, but that's for another show. THQ acquires Volition, which I think I've spoken about Volition before, because they made the Descent games for the PC.
Oh, right. Okay.
These are also people who are going to go on and make Saints Row and stuff.
Okay.
PopCap Games was formed, and they're the ones who created like the casual computer games like Bejeweled.
Oh, okay. I was like, who are you talking about?
Or Plants vs Zombies, Peggle. So a couple of new things went on there. But in the arcade, Marvel vs. Capcom 2
I love
this
that game.
is, aside from Puzzle Fighter 2, this is probably my most favorite arcade game of all time. Huge roster of Marvel and Capcom characters, many of which you never would have thought about picking for a game in the slightest. It's a 3-on-3 fighter, character assist, where all three of your fighters come out with their most powerful attacks and insane triple team attacks. It's throws up everything on the screen is just a diary of Christmas lights happening. You don't know what's going on, and it was great. When I was playing this game, my team was Sakura from Street Fighter, Rogue from the X-Men, and Claire from Resident Evil. And it's like, you've played this game, I'm sure, right?
Oh, of course, yes.
Yeah. Okay, what is your opinion on the serve bots?
I have not played this though in probably 20 years, so I don't remember what that is.
Those little Lego-looking dudes? We had like the tiniest of hitboxes.
No, I don't remember this at all.
I love these characters mostly because they suck. They're tiny, so they are kind of hard to hit from your opponent's side. But also the problem is they don't hit for shit. But if you are patient enough to learn how to do them, you can turn it. One of their ultimate attacks is just a long string of them rush. Just bum rush your opponent. If you do a team of 3 of them and then do that attack and it hits, it becomes the most annoying thing in the world, and it's amazing because they're just running on the screen screaming and just it's amazing. But the only other main thing from arcades was Power Stone 2, sequel to one of the best forgotten fighting game series of all time. It's kind of like Smash Brothers, where it's a 4-person fighting game. The sequel doesn't have a whole lot of memorable characters or anything, but it basically took everything that was great about that and just kind of boosted it up still. If you've never played these Power Stone and Power Stone 2, you can get them off the more recently released Capcom Fighting Collection 2, and I definitely think it's worth it. There's a bunch of PC stuff. I'm going to zip through quite a few of them just quickly.
Okay.
If you have anything to say, go ahead and you can chime in, but otherwise these are just quick.
Gotcha.
LucasArts' final game, Final Adventure game, I should say. Escape from Monkey Island was released, got pretty good reviews, but Star Wars was a thing again, so LucasArts decided to focus on those games for a while. American McGee's Alice, this dark gothic quasi-Tim Burton-esque game where Wonderland's been turned into this twisted version of itself due to Alice's traumatic experiences in a mental hospital.
Okay, pause. So, this was set up to be $100 million movie. And they offered it to Wes Craven, and he didn't understand it, and he turned it down. And I think it's funny is I only know this because I worked with the sister of his producing partner, and what she actually said was $100 million scared the shit out of him, and there was no way he was gonna touch it. So, but that probably would have been a mistake, I think, to make that movie. I
Yeah.
think Sarah
Well,
Michelle Gellar was attached for a while.
that's the thing is, I like this game and its sequel, which wasn't well received. But it's one of those things where it's cringy now, but at the time we didn't have so much of this grim, dark versions of innocent things, so this was kind of novel. Let's see, Baldur's Gate 2, BioWare's bigger, better sequel to Baldur's Gate. Improvement in every way, and is a stone cold classic RPG.
Right? Isn't that engine used by like 100 different companies? They sold it to like so many companies to have that look and that feel.
Yeah, God, I can't remember the name of the engine on that one. But yeah, it was they kind of developed this thing, and it was a juggernaut of his thing. Finally, Daikatana. Id Software's John Romero had struck out on his own, and he was going to make the biggest, baddest thing of all time, and it sucked. there were ads everywhere where like, John Romero is going to make you his bitch, and then he makes the biggest piece of shit ever. Seriously, people, look this game up, and you will see just how fucking terrible this is, and why you should never sniff your own farts. Okay, so I'll go through these ones a little bit quick too, because I do have a lot actually. Diablo 2 comes out. It's everything that Diablo was, but 100 times better. It's isometric game. You're killing things for the sweet loot. Far more variety of environments than the first one. More character classes. A hardcore mode where if you have one life, and if you die, that is it for that character.
Wow.
You do not get any resurrections. It's a one and done run. It's amazing and truly the best of the series. Deus Ex, something that was very unique at the time, and really they don't make these anymore either. It's a first-person RPG stealth shooter where like now you can customize your character with all these enhancements and things, but you were able to complete your objectives in any way you really wanted to. You could be very lethal, you could be stealthy, and as long as you completed the objective, that was what mattered. It even had, at the time, dialogue choices which mattered and kind of changed aspects of the game. And again, some of that stuff is, we've been having so much of that now, but at the time, this was fairly new. Counter-Strike, which began its life as a mod for the game Half-Life, where you had teams of terrorists and counter-terrorists fighting each other. Valve, the creators of Half-Life, saw what these guys were doing, bought the IP, financed the game, so that'd be just more than a mod stuck in beta forever. And we did have, online gaming and death matches at this point. This was kind of this was the start of, like, online competitive shooting. And finally, for PC, you got The Sims.
Oh, okay.
Which I hate. I hate The Sims.
The ugliest look I've ever seen in my life, and it won't go away. And how many spin-offs? 90,000?
Yeah, it's like there's four core titles, and yeah, so many little additional packs to most of these games. I get it. You get to manage the daily life of a person or group of people. You're controlling every aspect of their existence. You can be Satan if you want to them. I could never get into this because the one time I tried, my dude whined about being hungry, then he pissed himself, and he fell down.
Oh my God.
I was done. I was done with this game.
There's a whole world of like Sims porn. Like, and I guess I stumbled upon the dark web, I guess, of Sims porn. Why would you take the time out of your life to do this? Why?
Because people are weird.
Yep. What else you got?
Let's see. Okay, for Sega, we got A couple of quick ones also. Echo the Dolphin came out. It was the last game of the series. I like that series, but this one wasn't good. Ready to Rumble 2 came out, which was more of the same, but for some reason Michael Jackson, Shaq, and Bill and Hillary Clinton were all unlockable characters.
What?
And Skies of Arcadia came out, which is came from the people who made Panzer Dragoon, Sonic, and Phantasy Star.
Okay.
It's a solid RPG, really good. Resident Evil Code Veronica. It's Resident Evil 3.5 because they weren't able to. Capcom wasn't able to port Resident Evil 2 to the Saturn due to hardware limitations, so they decided to make themselves a brand new game. And so we get this one, which is light, but is also just kind of like this weird off, side story. And it's pretty much, with the exception of the Resident Evil remake on GameCube, this is the last game to use the old tank controls. You got Seaman, which is a really weird virtual pet game.
Yeah, I've seen it.
You grow the titular Seaman from an egg until it grows legs and leaves. It's basically just a Tamagotchi that insults you.
Yeah, it's creepy.
Because it does talk back. Yeah, it's a weird, you talk to it, it's unsettling.
Yep.
Let's see. Shenmue came out. I don't remember if we actually talked about this on the 99 show, because I might have done that, but
I don't recall.
It's a game that was one of the first open world games. It's a very impressive piece of art where you're basically a guy trying to, his family gets murdered, and you or his master. I don't know, you're a martial artist, and you're trying to save, get revenge on this bad guy and stuff. But it's set in the 80s, and one of the most interesting things about this is that it was actually weather accurate on the days that you're playing in. It was a game that, like I said, open world. It pioneered QuickTime events. It's impressive as art, but it is a shitty game. But people love it. Space Channel 5, rhythm-based action shooter.
Wow, really got good ones.
Yeah, it's Space Predator Ooh La La with her little mini skirt. This 60s retro-style future and being invaded by aliens. It's kind of the Simon Says kind of gameplay. It's pretty. You got good reviews. It didn't do that well, but it also had Michael Jackson in it for some reason.
Again, he must have been desperate and just licensed himself out. I think he had a new album coming, though. To be fair, I think he was trying to build up some awareness again in the public eye.
Probably. And Jet Set Radio, which is one of the best games on the Dreamcast.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
Dystopian set future where you're a bunch of rollerblading graffiti artists fighting against rival gangs and tagging contests, and you're on the run from the militaristic police force. And this is a blast of a game. The music is this blend of hip-hop and electronica. It's one of the best gaming soundtracks ever. The cell shading graphics still hold up. Everything about this thing holds up, but unfortunately, this thing has just kind of faded away. And the only other thing that happened was there was a Xbox sequel in 2002, and that was it.
Mm.
Let's see. We got, for last things I got for Nintendo, Nintendo released a sequel to Excitebike. 16 years after Excitebike came out, it's called Excitebike 64.
It's so funny. That came up in conversation the other day, and I completely forgot Excitebike even existed.
Yeah, it's a decent enough motocross game, but I still prefer the original. Mario wasn't lazy. He had a second party game, Mario Party 2, and a tennis game. Ridge Racer 64 comes out, and it's a decent entry in the franchise, but had Ridge Racer 4 not come out the year before, people might actually remember this one better than they do. And Hey You Pikachu. Well, there's other things too, but Hey You Pikachu comes out, which is a little interesting gimmick because it came with a little microphone, and you use that to go and bond with this wild Pikachu you take into your home. And so kids got to have a little 3D Pikachu running around their fake house. Perfect Dark.
Oh yeah, I remember
this poor franchise, man. another game by Rare. It's like the spiritual successor to GoldenEye, and basically everything that made GoldenEye really good was turned up to 11 in this one. And it's like it had some of those technically advanced AI for the system at the time. It had a much wider variety of multiplayer options. Storyline was really good. But the problem is, it did kind of run like shit. Because after a while, even with the booster pack that was required to play it, you just couldn't hold up a frame rate. And it's like there was a sequel that came out for 360 that was not good at all, and then a reboot that was supposed to be out like now, and that just got scrapped. So this franchise basically lived and died on one system, pretty much. Finally, Legend of Zelda: Majora's Mask.
Oh wow! I didn't realize. I thought that was the next year, huh?
Yeah, the first Zelda game that's an actual sequel. Basically, Link ends up in this 3-day time loop with his fucked up, angry-faced moon that's crashing down in the world. And it's a really dark story, but because they used assets from Ocarina of Time, development time was much quicker, so it allowed them to kind of spend a little bit more time on the graphics and gameplay. I mean, not that they're lacking in Ocarina of Time or anything, but you can get more characters on screen. You can do more interesting things like having the mass transformations and stuff that you get. It reviewed well, but didn't sell as well. But it became a cult classic. Some people think it's the best of the franchise. But even though I'm not as big a fan of Ocarina of Time, I'd give Ocarina of Time the edge between these two games in particular. And yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I think that is it for me.
All right, let me grab mine. All right, you stole The Sims for me. I wasn't sure. I couldn't remember exactly which I thought I was doing also. Computers, I couldn't remember. The PS2 debuts, I don't believe here, though. I think in Japan. Am I correct?
PS2? Yeah, I think that's in Japan.
I think it comes out in December of that year and then comes out a few months later here. We're kind of in a lull, too. We're about to get all the new systems. I feel like everybody's kind of holding back. You know what I mean? Like they're just waiting for their big games. We have Dragon Quest.
Oh, no, they come out at the end of the year.
Really? Okay. Has Xbox come out? Or is that a few months from now? I'm trying to look, because I know the GameCube, the GameCube comes out at the end of 2001. Excuse me.
Xbox 2001, yeah.
Dragon Quest 7, which I believe is the PS2 debut. Before that, it was on the Nintendo. I love that game. And I still say Dragon Warrior. I'm sorry. I just do. That's what I grew up with. SSX, the snowboarding series debuts. We're like kind of like in the heart of Extreme and X Games and stuff like that. And I just love this era. I still watch the X Games today.
Oh man, yeah, it's like SSX is such a great game.
Yeah,
and it's like surprising because I hate snowboarding games.
I think
the SSX.
Cool Borders is the one that was the one that was popular at the time, but then SSX came in and kind of just ate its lunch.
Yeah. It's the fun thing is mostly is SSX2 that I think is where I think everything becomes finalized, and that becomes one of my favorite games of all time.
Gotcha. Okay.
SSX is so
good. Time Splitters, arcade favorite, makes its home debut, and I can't imagine it's the same experience though, because isn't that the one where you had the foot pedal and you could step to the side and get out of the way of something and then come back? This is that way.
Yeah, I believe so.
Final Fantasy 9. Wow, Final Fantasy and Dragon Quest are kind of going head to head here on numbers. They're really catching up. But Final Fantasy always seemed like the one that was, much more of a popular favorite. People have fond memories of 7. I don't know so much about 9.
9 went back to like the basics in the series where it's about the crystals again.
Okay.
And it far more fantasy because you had the last 2 were very sci-fi oriented.
Mm-hmm.
This one is hardcore fantasy. I never beat this one because I got to, I think it was the end of the 3rd disc, and there's a boss fight that, there's 4 boss fights, but you were having your characters spread out. And one of the characters I found really annoying, and so I never did anything with her. And she was in one of these key parts of one of these boss fights, so she was underleveled, and I couldn't get past this one of the things. So I'm like, okay, I will never see how this game ends.
Huh. I only have one more entry. I wasn't playing video games at the time. It was real barely. I think I didn't get my first system in years until 2004 or 5. And then I was finding some old retro games and stuff like that. But Evil Dead Hail to the King, I had to borrow my friend's PlayStation and rent this. And it scared the shit out of me. I mean, my God, those fucking things jumping out of the graves made me want to poop my pants. It's a really fun game, but the game series did get better. But it's such a shock that there was even an Evil Dead game in the first place. And I'm going to chalk that up only because horror games were doing so well at the time. I don't think any other time would they have greenlit this.
No. I actually remember because I bought the Evil Dead 2, the special Anchor Bay.
Oh, Anchor Bay.
That was in the tin.
Yeah.
That was in the big tin that it was in. It had not only a card for the game, like a little advertising card, that was also one of the trailers in front of it, was the trailer for the game.
That must have been where I saw it, because I had that one too. The tin. You were Anchor Bay used to re-release titles like 19 times and piss you off. Like, oh, now the Boomstick edition, cool. Oh, now this one's in a little Necronomicon. All right, I'll get it again. Yeah. That must be how I discovered the game, but it's a lot of fun. But still, you're talking 2000 kind of wonky graphics sometimes with going through rooms and stuff like that.
Yeah. I will bring up one game that you definitely wouldn't have played, but I did and I loved, and no one remembers this, but a game called Fantavision.
Nope.
Which is it's a color matching puzzle game where you are setting off fireworks.
Oh, interesting.
Basically, is a way to show off the particle effects that the PS2 could do.
Okay.
And it's a lot of fun. It's a basic ass game. It's, like I said, you're setting off fireworks. There's not a whole lot of challenge in this. It's just being as quick as you can to match the very specific colors. And it's like, yeah, there was a difficult mode, but it's also like you could do a versus mode against people. But overall, it was just basically just kind of fun to look at. It was pretty.
All right,
just kind of a chill game, really.
Yeah, like a vibe kind of game, like Katamari, or Missile Command if you've dropped acid. So that is it for this episode. Thank you everybody for listening. Thank you, John.
Thank you.
All right, have a good one.
Later.